Hello, pumpkins! If you are new to my channel, welcome. Here we discuss pop culture, tarot, social issues, magic, chaos magic, druidry, and anything else that's on my mind at the time. So please do subscribe, we'd love to have you. Today I am going to do a tarot reading on Ms. Tati Westbrook. Lots of things going on with Tati right now. As you are probably aware, the lawsuit with Etta Cristobal settled, and she still has the ongoing lawsuit with Clark Swanson. I had said that I believed that she was going to win one lawsuit, and the other one wasn't going to go as much in her favor. So, I mean, settlement it's better than nothing, but initially, like, she was going for, money and to take down KJ. I had said that she wouldn't be the one to take down KJ, that it was going to be, I believe it's going to be Sherelle or another smaller creator who's going to take down KJ. Anyways, going back to Tati. Tati's got a lot going on right now, and I look at what's been going on with her in the past 2 years and how the energy that's coming from her is different than it is right now. So the deck I am using today is the Legend of Arthurian Tarot by Will Worthington. And Marie Ferguson, not Will Worthington. I'm just going to do a 4-card spread today, just to kind of to see where things are at. Now you may wonder why I don't show the cards. That is because I only have one camera which faces me and I can't show both. And yeah, I am doing a fundraiser right now, 25% off all services so that I can buy a new laptop and a new camera. Okay. So 2 cards came out for the Significator card, Situation card. So what do we have here? We have the King of Swords, the Emperor reversed, the Seven of Shields, or the Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Spears, or the Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, so what it looks like here. YouTube was very good for Tati in the beginning, and I think that there was a lot she was trying to get out of YouTube, and it fit its purpose for the time being. But I also look at what came out of YouTube, and all of that drama that came out with Jeffree Star. That's going to be his own reading, because, oh my goodness, there's stuff going on there with energy. With James Charles and By Sister, with Etta Cristobal, with Shane Dawson, all of this stuff, and then on top of that, you've got the Clark Swanson behind-the-scenes stuff. So it looks to me that if she makes a return to YouTube, it's not going to be as big as it was before. In the end, her channel was starting to dwindle a bit, and it just was not the payoff that it was before. So I think it suited its purpose while it was there, and she was at one point making videos almost daily. So I think that she's going to be pulling back from that. There may be a bit of engagement on YouTube, but she's not going back to that YouTube is my main thing, I am a YouTuber. So I think that there's going to be a lot more focus on the product of Halo Beauty and a lot less on YouTube. So if she comes back, it's not going to be coming back in like a big social media presence. She has been quiet for quite a while, and that's what you're supposed to do when you are embroiled in social media drama. You're supposed to take a step back, and that worked very well in Tati's favor. So I think Tati's looking at the payoff of what's happened with YouTube, and it just hasn't been the payoff that it has been, and it has brought her a lot of drama, a whole lot. And so I think there is kind of a growth that's happening in Tati to just not want to deal with that crap anymore, of all of that drama, and whether that's with James Charles and Jeffree Star and KJ with Etta Cristobal. I think that that's all kind of she just wants to get beyond that crap, because it's taken up so much of her energy and so much of her time. And she is dealing with the fact that she is not going to have the traditional family that she wanted because of her struggles with infertility, which is quite difficult for anyone to deal with. And so I think that, I mean, Tati has the money, she has the fame, she has the beauty, but it's still not, there's still this emptiness. And I mean, of course, with most people, adoption is always an option, or there's many different fertility things, but I don't think that that's where she's going to head. So I think that she is looking right now at legacy. What is she leaving behind? And she's not leaving behind the Westbrook name for another child. She's not leaving behind a legacy where a child can carry on and carry on the genes or the bloodline or whatever. But what she might have is Halo, and that might be her legacy. I think that we will see her get involved in some more giving in terms of charity, and looking to do more charity stuff with Halo, and in terms of like self-esteem and things like that. Tati is also in her 40s right now. Now, I'm 41, I get it, and I definitely appreciate that we are seeing makeup on a 40-year-old face and 40-year-old skin, and I think that's very uplifting for women who are still wanting to express their beauty, but not necessarily wanting to sell out and feeling awful of not being a spring chicken anymore. So I think that she's kind of getting to this self-esteem thing where it's like, can I still be considered beautiful? Because I'm now 40, and none of us are going in the opposite direction with aging, and there are new up-and-coming beauty influencers who I think are going to kind of usurp but do it differently. So there's kind of like that. Does she want to be involved in that anymore, knowing where things are going to go? And I think that she will always be a beautiful woman as she ages, but we live in a society that doesn't accept women getting older the way that we see men getting older. And yes, there are gorgeous women who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s in Hollywood, and it's quite sad, the pressure that's put on, that they cannot no longer be those beauty symbols, those sex symbols. You think of even someone like Angelina Jolie, who really no longer gets those roles that she used to, as a Hollywood temptress, and as being like the female love interest, and is now going towards more independent films, and is looking at more of the legacy of her films, and going more towards the work with the UN, the work with orphans, the work with children, that kind of stuff. So I don't think that Tati is going to go as extreme in the area of charity and of legacy in terms of what she leaves behind in terms of philanthropy, but I do think that there's going to be some philanthropic work that's going to enter Halo Beauty more so than it was before. So there's really a pivot in focus from being this like glamour YouTuber involved in all the drama to just kind of wanting a more chill life. And that doesn't mean it's not busy and then it's not hardworking, but it's hard work in very different areas. So I think dropping Swanson from Halo is going to be inevitable at this point. I think that that's going to be a bloodbath, and Swanson's going to get his butt handed to him. I don't know if Michael Salty is representing Tati in that. I hope he is, because for those of us who watch Emily D. Baker, we love a sassy footnote. And I've really enjoyed following him on Twitter. So yeah, I think there's some cool stuff that's going to happen with his career too, especially as being this now celebrity lawyer almost, and he's already done some YouTube work. Maybe I'll do a reading on Salty later. But right now we're focusing on Tati. So Tati is more interested right now in tradition, and I think that there may be some religious aspect. I don't see her going extreme religious, but I do see her with the Hierophant here of like kind of going back to her childhood beliefs, and if she went to church when she was a kid, of going back to that. And it's not fundamentalist extreme religion. We're talking here about just taking solace in her family's beliefs. So if her parents or if her grandparents went to church, of having that kind of stability back in her life and that tradition back in her life. So she's looking at having a more traditional life. Now, when I say traditional, I do think that she will always work. I'm not talking about her being a stay-at-home mom. If you're a stay-at-home mom, that's totally fine. This isn't about shaming that. But this is about having a more traditional career. And YouTube Beauty Guru is not a traditional career. It's a new thing. So I do think that, yeah, Tati is looking at, being more like behind the scenes in the office. She's still going to be the face of Halo, and she's still a beautiful face in Halo. But yeah, I think that there's going to be more of a pivot as she's realizing that she's aging and that she's not able to appeal to the younger demographic as she did when she first started her YouTube channel. I think that we're going to see her really break ties with a lot of the really problematic YouTubers and be spending more time with family, spending more time with her sister and her sister's kids. I know she has a nephew who she absolutely adored, who left his truck in her purse, and then a certain YouTuber made fun of her crying over the truck. It wasn't over the truck. It was about her lack of fertility, and that's sad that someone would use that and weaponize that against a woman who's having difficulty conceiving. So yeah, I think that Tati is looking at her business growing, but that being a business through more traditional means and less through YouTube. I think that if she does come back to YouTube, it's not going to be a huge daily thing, of daily engagement, daily interaction. At first, I mean, it's like, oh my goodness, she's back, we've been waiting for this, and so there's going to be a lot of attention there, but that's not where she's going, and I think she's a lot more introverted than she was given credit for, and it's kind of overwhelming to be this celebrity, and it's not what she thought it would be. So that's what I see happening with Tati Westbrook. If you would like to book a reading for yourself, as I mentioned, I am doing a tarot sale and fundraiser. I am trying to do an extra 20 tarot readings this month so that I can buy a new laptop. So all of my services are 25% off. You can book that below at www.carolyneironwill.com. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. We would love to have you here. And you can also buy my puppy Merlin a TREAT, or buy me a coffee at the link below. Thank you so much, pumpkins. And if no one has told you today, I love you, and I'm glad you're here, and you matter to me. Bye, pumpkins.